It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Seahawks sure-handed wide receiver, closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Seahawks and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks.
Welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, and we've got an interesting matchup here featuring two of the league's best in what they do. We have one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL going up against a team who's made their money defensively by shutting things down through the air, CD.
Yeah, and Brandon, I want to see how well-rounded each team is because we know what they're a league leader in, but how well can you do the other things that you need to do on that side of the ball? To me, this is a chance for the lesser heralded guys this season to come through and help earn a victory.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to decide their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, look at the juke. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. He'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, but
yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, nice move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Second and 2. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells that offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now a handoff running through the middle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
A
really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the
little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Dances by him.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Back to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They'll look to throw here. And Walker with it over the middle.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So Miami coming out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
The Seahawks at 4-8 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding Walker complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander.
And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And Walker has it.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown from 3 yards out.
And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
After right down the middle. And that makes it 24-13. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the side. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on third down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. On now the Miami field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They'll look to throw again. And Walker with it over the middle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for Miami, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year.
And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.